Hello friends, welcome to Ultimate Education Center study videos. If you have not so far subscribed it, please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you can get our all notification of newly added videos. Friends, today we are with the explanation of 11th class, the Living Word chapter 1, part 2 in continuation with our previous part 1. Farooqsir here again. So let us begin the explanation. Now if we look around the living world, we find that there is a diversity in the living organism. What is that? A large number of variety of living organisms are present in plants, insects, birds, and other type of animals, right? And each different kind of plant, animal or organism we see around us, they represent a particular species, right? Now how we can identify the living organisms around us, because there are millions of plants and animals in the world. We know the plants, no doubt. Some plants we know by their local name. We have given them. That is not a botanical name or biological name, but it is known by its local name. As also in animals, right? They are also known in some areas. Different names are given to different animals and plants. So how it is possible to study together all the living world, how we can study at a platform? For that thing, what happened? There was a need to give them a particular name which represents a particular living organism throughout the world by only one name, not different names by local names, or we can say by country wise name or by language wise name. No, there must be a particular internationally accepted name should be given to a particular organism, so that to make the study of that organism easy. Now as we had seen that there are variety and large number of plants and animals are there in the world. So how they should be named? Now as we had discussed just now, that local names are there, but it is not possible for animals and plants to be studied on the basis of the local name. That's why what happened, many scientists worked on giving the name, that is nomenclature, but one scientist, Carolus Linnaeus' theory was accepted throughout the world and by all the, we can say, biological scientists to agree upon that. What he suggested, that every organism should be given a two name theory was given by Carolus, and it was accepted, and that's why it is known as binomial nomenclature. But what happened? As the binomial nomenclature was internationally accepted, so the scientists have decided to divide it into two parts. First for plants and the second one is for animals. The plant scientific names are based on agreed principles and criteria of International Code for Botanical Nomenclature. In short, it is known as ICBN. So all the plants are given the name under this nomenclature, and the animals taxonomists have also evolved International Code for Zoological Nomenclature. In short, it is called ICZN. These were accepted, and likewise all the organisms were given two names. These two names contains two components. The first one is the generic name and the other is specific epithet which is attached with that. Now to understand more clearly, I am giving you two examples. One is of some plants and another one is of human being. The first one in plant, for example, we take mango. Mango is not a name, it is a local name. It's not the botanical name or biological name given to the mango plant, right? The scientific name of the mango is Mangifera indica. Here two names are there. First is Mangifera, another is indica. So Mangifera is genus and indica is the specific epithet which is given, and it is the species, particular species of mango. So Mangifera represents the genus while indica is a particular species or a specific epithet. In this way, it is a binomial name, and the study of this plant is easy to make. Another example is of human being. Here I had shown you detailed classification of human being. The general name, generally it is called human, no doubt, but biologically we are Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens. Here the Homo is genus part and the sapiens is the species part. So in this way we can do the binomial nomenclature. Now regarding the binomial nomenclature, I think the examples are sufficient for you to understand. All the biological names, that is binomial names, are generally in Latin language, wherein the first word, as I said, it's a biological name which represents the genus of the animal or organism, while the second component, it represents the specific epithet or species of that animals or organism. Again I repeat, as an example, in human being, the first name Homo, it is the genus of mammals, right? And the second attached name is sapien, that is the species specific category. It is called also specific category in which we human being comes, right? We are included in this specific category, that is sapien. That's why our name, biological name is Homo sapien. Now to study in more detail all the living organism, if you want to study in too much detail, it was necessary to develop a system wherein we can classify all organisms in different categories. So that process, so that system is called classification. We will be studying how the classification is prepared and it is being also observed by the scientists. Now the another topic we are going to discuss about. Before that, I want to give you an example. Suppose if we have so many books of different subjects, like, so suppose if all the books of different subjects like sociology, then zoology, botany, biology, right, or psychology, mathematics, physics, chemistry, etc., all the books are there and we keep them at one place all together, that is mix up all together, right? Now when we want to study any of the one subject, suppose if you want to study sociology, so what we will have to go through all the books and search for the sociology book. Clear? Now it will be a time taking process, and because all the books are mixed together, so it is not possible to just pick up the sociology book from a rake. So what we will do, we will keep all the books in a very systematic way, dividing them separately into subject wise, and we will arrange them accordingly. Likewise, here also, as we had seen that there are thousands and thousands of plants and animals are present in the world. So how to study them? How is it to study them? So the scientists have developed a classification. What is the classification? Classification is the process by which living organisms are grouped into convenient categories, and they are based on some easily observable characters. Right? Observable characters means with only one sight we can say that this animal or this plant is similar to that plant which we had seen just now, right? In that way they are called observable characters. Like say dogs, cats, mammals. Dogs are put into different mammals category, right? Now what are the mammals? As we have seen, the mammals are those who have hairs on the body. Clear? Then wheat, rice, they are plants. So we classify them into a convenient categories to study the organism. The scientific term of these categories is called taxa, and taxa can indicate categories at very different levels. Based on the characteristics, all the living organisms can be classified into different taxa. The process of classification is called taxonomy. The characterization, identification, and classification and nomenclature. These are the process that are the base of taxonomy. Thank you friends for watching part 2 of the living world, class 11th. We will be back soon with the another part, that is part 3. Till then, have a nice day.